All right, Shalom, another GMS on the go collaboration. GMS servants of the Most High, GMS stay woke. Through the spirit of Yahweh, Bashmel Shah, we want to do a quick lesson on Israel being the chosen nation. That, look, it's not our fault that we're better than everybody, but with saying that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Next double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the ones that taught us the 100% truth according to the Bible. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akims, man. Keep pushing, keep believing, keep the faith regardless of people here for a bet. So you're wondering why we're the greatest at everything, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You've been wondering why the whole time. Well, it's biblical, man, scriptural. So we're just going to bring out some scriptures just proving why we're the best at everything, man. First one, Deuteronomy.
This is Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
See, the God of the Bible, who you ignorantly call God of Jesus Christ, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, they created the children of Israel, which we just named the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and confusion of faces. They created them to be a holy nation, a separate nation, man. You look up that word holy, it means separate, pure. Go ahead.
Can I remember real quick?
Yeah.
So you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, since you're a separate people unto Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus, who's so-called black man, that means you're supposed to be separate from Esau, the so-called white man. You're supposed to be separate from Moab and Ammon, the so-called Chinese and Japanese. You're supposed to be separate from Elon, the so-called Daesh Indians. You're supposed to be separate from Ishmael, the so-called Muslim Arabs. You're supposed to be separate from all the other nations that's outside of the nation of Israel.
Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Yahweh, thy power, have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
See, we didn't choose to be the children of Israel. The God of the Bible chose us to be that special people, man. You got that definition for special?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bring that out.
Definition of special. It's an adjective. It says better.
See, the God of the Bible created us to be better, man. And actions speak louder than words. We was going into that yesterday on the highways and byways. You can see that we better than these other nations, man. When it comes to anything, you name it, cooking, running, sports, arithmetic, creating, inventing, anything, man, you can think of up under the heavens, man. We do it the best, man. We critique it, man. You know? Interior decorating. You name it, man. Dressing. You know? Everything up under the sun, man. We're the best at it, man. Working on cars. You name it, man. And we was created to be that way, man.
You say Jacob is the former of all things.
Right. Right, bro.
Another definition. Greater.
See, we're greater than all you other nations, man. See, we didn't choose to be greater than God. That's why you got our people still trying to be equal to these other nations, and they want these other nations to accept them. They're not going to accept you, man, because you're greater. You was created to be better than them, man. So, of course, these other nations are not going to accept us, man, because we over these other nations, right?
Yep.
It says, or otherwise different from what is usual.
And we different, man. You know what I'm saying? We're unusual, man. We're not usual. These other nations, they're usual. They're average, man. We're unusual. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're strange. We're peculiar. You know what I'm saying? Very unique, man, as a nation. Go ahead.
I got a piece. That was the last of that.
Yeah.
I got a precept.
Let's go back and finish that off, though.
Okay.
Then you come back to your precept.
Okay. This is...
So you wonder why you run the best, you jump the best? Because they got a saying so-called white men can't jump. Because they're not Israelites, and the ones that can jump, they pretty much go back to Israel, man. Anything you name, I mean, we can go for days, man, just naming the things that we're better than these other nations at, man. But we just nip it in the bud, everything. We just say everything, man.
That's right. That's why when you watch football, basketball, hockey, tennis, who do you see at the top of the chart?
Right.
A so-called Israelite, you know, it's like a so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native American, you know, which is an Israelite according to the Bible.
Mm-hmm. And then the thing about it, bro, we don't even be trying hard, man. This is a God-given talent, man. When we do things, you're like when Tiger Woods, you know what I'm saying, hit that golf ball and all that. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Venus Williams, you know what I'm saying, slap that tennis ball. Wow, man, how did she do that, man? I should make it spin like that, man. Or when we on our jobs, down to brothers like us, regular brothers like us, when we on our jobs, you know what I'm saying, people like, yo, how is he getting all this done? It's just only one him. It's like 10 people in one body. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Yahweh with thy power have chosen thee to be a special people
Right.
unto himself,
Go ahead.
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So, I mean, that's a racist statement right there, man. We better than all you other nations, man. And videos like this need to keep coming out more and more, man, because it's time to uplift our nation, man, and let them know, because we was told, you know what I'm saying, in their books, their constitution, that we was 3/5 of a man, man. We was told that we was practically nobody, man, over here. But then when you start reading the Bible, you find out that we are somebodies, man, and that we're better than other people, man. So they had to come out with that narrative, man, that we're nobody. Because once we found out, according to the Bible, that we were somebody, it's a rap for them, right?
That's why they're trying to say everybody equal now.
Right. Because they knew it was going to come out, man, through the spirit, that we were going to eventually find out who we are, man. Plus, even Pharaoh, you know what I'm saying, in Egypt, you know what I'm saying, said they are more and mightier than us, man. Pharaoh even said that, man. And the so-called white man is a modern-day Pharaoh, man. And you saw every time we was on them slave plantations, the slave master, you know what I'm saying, would try to hold us down, you know what I'm saying, didn't want them jakes, you know what I'm saying, that was like, had a revolting spirit on them to get wild and crazy, man. Because they knew we would take over, man. But it wasn't our time then. Bring it out, whatever y'all got, brothers. Yep.
This is Deuteronomy 14:2.
Yep.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power.
And these scriptures right plain, but they heavy though, man. This is letting us know exactly what we're capable of doing and who we really are, man. The God of Babel said what again, bro?
This is Deuteronomy 14:2. For thou art an holy people
Right.
unto the Lord thy power.
That's right.
The Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, hath chosen thee
Right.
to be a peculiar people.
Look, you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, man. The God of Bible chose us to be great, man. You know what I mean? That's why it's like mind-boggling, the things that Jake do, man. It's like, they're like, wow, how's they doing that, man? Because the God of the Bible, his spirit is within us, man. That's why we can break down the Bible the right way. And any other nations can't, man. Because we're those people, man. Those special people created. And the book is for us and by us, you know?
That's right.
Go ahead.
And it says, have chosen thee to be a peculiar people.
And the brother got a definition for peculiar.
Right, the definition of peculiar, another adjective, it says strange.
See, we strange, man. The things that we do is strange, is mind-boggling to these people. They can't figure out how the hell we're doing it. And sometimes we can't figure out how we're doing it. Certain times you can do something, you be like, damn, how did I do that? You're an Israelite. That's how you did it, man. The spirit is on you to be able to do that, man. Not these other nations, man. They look silly trying to do the things that we do. Look at these other nations when they try to dance and all that, man.
Right.
So we unnatural.
Right.
You know?
Right. Supernatural. You know what I'm saying?
Supernatural, that's right.
That's what I mean.
Read that because we want to, you know what I'm saying?
It said another definition, odd.
Yeah. When it comes up, you see how I remember one time, you know what I'm saying, back in my little club and dancing days, we went to the club, you know what I'm saying, this little restaurant that had like a club setting in it, and these other heathenists was looking at us like, how the hell they moving their legs like that? You know what I'm saying? It was odd to them, man. How Jake do their things on the earth, and then it's odd and strange how we even made it through slavery. Yo, they trying to figure out how the hell we did it, man. How we overcame that, man. It's odd, it's strange. The Israelites are odd and strange, man.
Unusual.
Which we read that earlier. That's it?
Yep.
So we're peculiar, man. We're that peculiar nation, man. Go ahead.
And it reads, the Lord has chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself,
Right.
above all nations that are upon the face of the earth.
So we're at the top of the food chain, man. The God of the Bible created us to be above all these other nations. And that's a racist statement, man. That's one racist statement, man. You know, you like something better than something else, man. Hey, look, that's a form of you being a racist, man. You for your people, man. I have chosen thee. Look, I have chosen thee to be that peculiar people. You got a precept, Ralph?
Yeah, I got
Bring it out, brother.
Jeremiah.
Everybody get in.
Yep. Jeremiah 10:16. The portion of Jacob is not like them. Yep. So Jacob's not like these other nations, man. These other nations is not equal to Jacob, man. These so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Like we just read, Jacob is a peculiar people, man. All right, so these other nations are nothing, man. You know, compared to Jacob, man, the portion, the inheritance is Jacob's, man. You know, they're special people. It reads on, Jeremiah 10:16, the portion of Jacob is not like them, meaning these other nations. For he is the former of all things, and all these creations, these new inventions, Jacob came up with that, man.
Right.
The stoplight, you know, the peanut,
Right.
you know, all these inventions, man. Jake came up with that, man.
That's right.
You know, and Esau tried to take credit for it. But we all know the scriptures say that Jacob is the form of all things, man.
The motor vehicle.
You know, the motor vehicle, the assembly line.
Yeah.
You know, Jacob came up with all that.
Because we was the slaves, you know what I'm saying? So we wanted to do something. We wanted to invent something that made it easy for us.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of us getting killed, you know what I'm saying? Just like the cotton, the thing that collects the cotton.
Yep.
We came up with that, man.
The cotton gin.
Yeah,
Yep.
yep.
You got the Great Wall of China.
Yep.
We built all that, man.
Pyramids.
The pyramids.
All these different civilizations became great because of Israel, man. You know, if the Israelites left America, America would fall.
That's why Moses didn't want to let. I mean, it's like that's why Pharaoh
Yep.
Yeah.
didn't want to let us go.
Yeah. He said, hell no, my people lazy as hell. They won't be able to do nothing, man. We need them Israelites, man.
Right.
That's it, raw.
Just a little bit more. For he, Jeremiah 10:16, for he is a former of all things.
Right.
And Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
Right.
So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. The inheritance, the covenant, the promises, all that goes to the nation of Israel.
Right. That's why the God of the Bible, Yahweh Shemel Shah, gave Israel their portion first. Gave us the best fertile land and all that, and then gave the heathens the surrounding areas. Like, y'all, here's your part. Here's your big piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? Here y'all go. Y'all can have them little slices. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And that's how it's going to be when the kingdom gets set up on the earth, man.
That's right.
It's going to be beautiful, too, man.
Right, bro.
And everybody going to flow to Israel, man. That's why everybody copy us, man. Everybody want to be us until the cops pull up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen to our music.
Yeah.
All that.
Yep. Try to dress like us, be like us. Every day you go outside, man, you see it, man. The other niggas trying to be like us, man.
And if I could chime in, that's why Nike had Kaepernick's back, man, because you look at it, we made Nike hot, man.
Right.
We made Reebok, we made all these different brands hot, and all these nations follow right behind, man. Follow suit.
Yep.
You know?
People stop eating at Starbucks because Jake stopped eating at
Yep.
Starbucks.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. That's how it be.
If they want to set a new trend, they go to Israel. You know what I'm saying? If they want to set a new clothes trend, they'll put Israel in it. You know what I'm saying? Any wickedness and so-called righteousness on the earth, man.
Right.
They'll let Jake, you know what I'm saying, be the forefront of it, because Jake gonna push it. You know what I'm saying?
Very quick one.
Yep.
This is Psalms 135:4. For the Lord has chosen Jacob unto himself
Mm-hmm.
and Israel for his peculiar treasure.
That's right.
You know, that's why brothers going to even the wickedness. You know, that's why you got Esau pushing Jake for the RFID chip. You know,
Right.
that new card where you can just swipe and you can just wave
Yeah.
over the
Apple
PayPal.
card.
Yeah, the Apple card. You don't even gotta swipe it. You know, that's why you got Jake. You got NBA players doing that. Who's in the NBA? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Right.
The brother said Esau can't jump. He don't got no flavor, no salt.
That's
You know?
right. Shit, this Edomite that work with me, he already said white men can't jump. He was like, white men can't jump. He tried to jump. I was like, yeah, you're right. White men can't jump. And I was thinking to myself, the ones that can jump goes back to Israel.
They can't jump.
Right.
Yep.
Nothing.
They can't do anything.
Nothing, bro.
Somebody, there was Jeremiah 10 already, the salt of the earth.
Yep.
You read,
It was
10 and 16.
yeah.
16. Can I finish off a little bit?
Yeah.
A little bit left. It says, Jeremiah 10:16, finishing off.
Yeah.
And Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
Right.
The Lord of hosts is his name. And the Lord is a man of war.
Right.
And his name is Yahweh. All right? He is.
Right. See, we're the only ones that was given the name of Israel, princes of the power. You know what I'm saying? The other nations won't. They was given Ammon, you know what I'm saying? Ishmael, Edom, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They were given names that went back to something not good, you know what I'm saying? You know. Get we only got that much time left. We got like 2 minutes left. Get Amos 3 and 1. We'll bring out like 2 right quick.
Yeah.
We'll bring like 2 more right quick. Somebody get it pretty quick.
This is Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Go ahead.
Right, talking to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, who are the real biblical Hebrew Israelites. Hear this word. It reads on, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt. Right, because Yahweh Shema Shai, you see, brought you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans up from the land of Egypt by the hand of Moses, from being enslaved by the Hamites, them so-called Dudean Africans. It reads on, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. So the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shema Shai, they only know you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. They don't know these other nations that's outside of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. They don't know Esau, the so-called white man. They don't know Moab and Ammon, the so-called Chinese and Japanese. They don't know.
Well, he know them, but he don't consider them special. You know what I'm saying? Because he most definitely know them because he created them, but he considered them as nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it says in the scripture, he know them, but he liking them unto nothing, man. Drops of a bucket. You know what I'm saying? So we're that peculiar people. We're that special people. I mean, y'all just gonna have to deal with it, man.
All right. It says.